Maybe the most important tip for me about taking more meaningful, better photographs of your family is what I'm going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Joanna King. I'm a documentary family photographer based in Dublin, and this is a series of 10 videos where I give you all my tips about taking better, more meaningful photographs of your children. So today I'm going to talk about something that's obviously very important for me, which is taking candid photographs. And candid photographs can have different meanings to different people, but usually when someone approaches me and tells me I like photographs of myself when they've been taken candidly, it means they were not aware of the camera, they were not aware of somebody taking their photographs, and the photograph that's been taken of them is natural and it shows an expression that they recognize themselves in. And whether they're smiling or not, it is a completely different experience and completely different photograph than what they usually get when they are posing for a camera, and they like it better. It's not everyone. So if you're someone who actually prefers pose photographs, maybe I'm not the right person to teach you about taking photographs of your family. But if you can relate and you actually usually enjoy photographs of yourself that are taken candidly, it is because it usually captures something more true of yourself. It captures you as you are, and you can recognize yourself in it. And you usually like your natural look better than like an awkward posy look. All right, so now to translate that to your family photos. When you take photographs of your family, whether it is your children or other family members, it will be the same. You will manage to capture their true self, their candid expressions, natural expressions, better if you do not pose them. If you do not ask them to look at the camera and you do not ask them to smile, you will manage to capture expressions that are truly them. And maybe it's not that easy to take candid photographs, but when you practice just taking candid photographs, obviously you're going to get better at it. And there are a few tricks, and that's again something I teach in Make Time Stand Still, Not Your Kids. So if you need the information about the course, make sure to comment Make Time. But even without doing the course, one of the key of taking candid photographs is to be patient and to wait for moments where your kids or those other family members are engaged in an activity where they are not going to necessarily mind you taking photographs of them. And if kids are a little bit camera aware, you might tell them, just don't worry about me, keep doing what you're doing. I'm just taking a few snaps and I'll show them to you later. I'm taking a few photos so that we can get them printed in an album. So just keep doing what you're doing, don't mind me. And then you're going to take photos while they are engaged in that activity. And obviously it's easier with smaller kids than with older kids. But even with my daughter who's 10, because I've done it since she was born, she still manages to be engaged and natural when I take photographs. You know, more and more she might just try to pose a little bit, but it is still possible. But with toddlers and young kids, it is so precious. It's so amazing to capture their little faces when they concentrate so hard on little things, or when they're like, you know, having a huge big laugh when, you know, someone tickles them, or they're playing with a sibling. And capturing those real expressions and moments is just so powerful. It's so meaningful. And when you get it right, it's going to make you feel happy. You're going to be like, yes, I nailed it. I got their real, you know, their real self captured. And that's amazing. Like, amazing. The one thing I will say is that obviously when movement happens, you know, blur tends to happen if you don't have proper light. But again, those are technical issues, and you can overcome those issues by learning how to use a camera and learning a little bit about light and movement. And again, that's things I talk about in my course in details. And I hope that even without taking my course, you got some value out of this tip. And I'll be back tomorrow again with another tip.